Did you know we have completely ad-free early access to all of our episodes? Well, we do. Not only that, but we have dozens of bonus episodes waiting for you. Head on over to patreon.com/ghosttownpod, and you can check it out for 7 days absolutely free. That's patreon.com/ghosttownpod.
This is Hannah Berner from Giggly Squad. O-Pill is the first over-the-counter daily birth control pill available in the U.S. Let's be real, getting a birth control prescription is not always easy, and it's so much admin. In fact, about a third of women face barriers to access prescription birth control. Between scheduling appointments, missing work, class, or just trying to exist, it's a lot. But now O-Pill is putting birth control in our control. O-Pill is a daily birth control that's FDA approved, full prescription strength, and estrogen free, and 98% effective when used as directed. Grab it online or at most major retailers, no prescription or doctor's appointment needed. So if you're thinking about birth control, check out O-Pill to see if it's right for you. Use code GIGGLY for 25% off your first month of O-Pill at OPILL.com. That's code GIGGLY at OPILL.com. Birth control in your control. We love to see it.
If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Imagine a way to travel that feels personal, comfortable, and connected without the price tags and the sterile feeling of hotels or short-term rentals. That's exactly what Kindred provides. Kindred is a members-only home swapping network. It's not a hotel, it's not a short-term rental, it's a smart way to travel where each stay feels like home. With Kindred, your home is your ticket. You earn credits by hosting fellow members, and then use those credits to stay in over 220,000 homes in more than 100 cities worldwide. It's completely free to join for owners and renters alike. And when you travel with Kindred, there are no hotel costs or rental fees. Just use the credits you've earned. Every stay comes with white glove service, 24/7 trip support, and $100,000 in host protection, so you can focus on the memories, not the logistics. So I used Kindred on my last trip, and honestly, it felt so refreshing. Not like a hotel or a rental. It felt like home. I'm so used to these impersonal places, trying to get my bearings, but I could really hit the ground running with Kindred, and it felt so good, like such a positive start to a really wonderful trip. I was a little worried how it was going to go. I'd never used it before. Would I have the support that I needed? And I absolutely did. The white glove service is so comprehensive. I felt comfortable before I even got there. And then while I was there, I had any questions. They were answered immediately. It was all so effortless. Needless to say, I am a convert. Apply now at livekindred.com and use code GHOSTTOWN to join for free. Plus, you'll earn 5 nights of travel credit just for signing up. That's livekindred.com, code GHOSTTOWN. livekindred.com, code GHOSTTOWN.
Dearly departed, I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
Calabasas, California, hidden behind a self-storage facility and the Mulholland Harley-Davidson, there are acres and acres of sacred Hollywood history, a graveyard and mausoleum where Los Angelinos are laid to rest. And in classic LA form, many of them are, in fact, celebrities. But there's one distinction between this cemetery and the many others in the surrounding LA area, a distinction that is both a draw and perhaps a roadblock. This cemetery is just for pets. Today on Ghost Town, the strange history of the Los Angeles Pet Memorial Park, the original pet cemetery, home to the deceased pets of the stars. Founded in 1928 by Dr. Eugene Jones, the Los Angeles Pet Memorial Park was, even in its beginning stages, a labor of love. Jones's pet cemetery boasted animal end-of-life facilities to be found nowhere else in the world. Why? Dr. Jones was a veterinarian who mainly served Hollywood elites and was determined to show pets who have passed the same dignity as their very rich owners. To make his vision a reality, Jones purchased 15 acres in the Calabasas hills and got to work. Jones' own dog was the first to be buried in the pet cemetery, and soon afterwards, as the vet banked on, his own celebrity clients followed suit. Notable residents are Pete the Pup, a 17-year-old dog who appeared as Pete, the dog with the ring around its eye, in Hal Roach's The Little Rascals back in the 1930s. He was well known for having his signature circled eye added last minute by legendary makeup artist Max Factor. Then there's Room 8, yes, that's the name of the pet, a 21-year-old cat who got incredibly famous after attending Elysian Heights Elementary School in Echo Park, California, where I'm recording this episode right now. For over 15 years, Room 8 wandered in through a window, starting in 1952, and quickly made himself at home in Classroom 8, where he joined the class again for the next 15 years. Room 8 vanished each summer and reappeared in the fall when the students returned, a routine that kept up until the mid-1960s. There's Milton Sill, the Bakersfield German Shepherd, famed as the, quote, dog who knew everything, even how to spell. Then there was Jiggs, the 80-pound star chimpanzee, whose 1938 funeral was purportedly attended by co-stars including Dorothy Lamour, Ray Milland, and Bing Crosby. Jiggs had made $100 a day, had a Social Security card, and was, quote, a member in good standing of the Screen Actors Guild. According to park management, a popular grave to visit was that of Kabar, or K-Bar, silent film star Rudolph Valentino's Doberman. After Valentino died at 31 years old, it is said that K-Bar became inconsolable and the dog died of a broken heart. Today, an elaborate bouquet of silken white roses adorns his grave in honor of his loyalty. Some Hollywood icons, like Alfred Hitchcock, buried their pets there but didn't want them to have headstones for fear that their graves would be messed with. According to an LAist piece about the park, this may have been what happened to the plot in which Mae West's pet monkey, Boogie, is buried. Quote, it's in the records that there was originally a headstone, says park manager Stacy Tanner, but one day it just disappeared. While there are plenty of dogs and cats at the cemetery, there are a couple exotic burials with fascinating stories all their own. There's an alligator whose ashes were interred in the park in 1939, and Tawny, one of the original MGM lions. In classic MGM lion form, I suppose, Tawny's headstone is one of the largest in the park, with a depiction of Tawny himself in better days. Atop the lion's back sits his best friend, a tomcat who is also buried in his plot. Legend has it that the remains of over 45,000 animals are buried at the LA Pet Memorial Park, and over 100 of these pets belong to celebrities. In 1973, the Jones family donated all 15 acres of cemetery grounds to the LA branch of the SPCA, an animal welfare nonprofit. But soon afterwards, the LA SPCA sold 5 acres of cemetery grounds to real estate developers. In response, a small group of local pet owners formed SOFI, Saving Our Pets History in Eternity, to ensure that no other part of the cemetery would be disturbed. And in 1986, after a lot of lobbying, the rest of the park was safeguarded in perpetuity and given the same legal status as a human cemetery. It's one of the only pet cemeteries in the country to have successfully secured this status. SOFI still acts as a nonprofit to preserve the park's history, and to this day has about 500 active members. Because of its protection, its famous clientele have increased over the years, with the pets of Steven Spielberg, Peter Falk, Diana Ross, Tori Spelling, Bob Barker, and William Shatner all buried there. Today, the LA Pet Memorial Park has only 5 employees. Arturnio Cristerna has worked as a groundskeeper at the LA Pet Memorial Park for over 40 years. Quote, I've worked here since 1977, so yeah, I like it, he says with a smile. Every time I dig, I think, what if I find gold? You never know what you'll find here. That's why I keep coming back.
Hi, this is Knox from the podcast with Knox and Jamie. And maybe like us at the podcast, you also know people who have been smokers or vapors. And Zyn is the one product it seems like everyone is talking about, because there are many good reasons to make a change to Zyn nicotine pouches. Reasons like Zyn nicotine pouches are still America's #1 choice for smoke-free, hands-free nicotine satisfaction. And you can choose between 10 varieties, each variety available in either 3 or 6 milligrams. Check out zyn.com/find to find Zyn at a store near you. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
If you're a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility and your machinery isn't working right, Grainger knows you need to understand what's wrong as soon as possible. So when a conveyor motor falters, Grainger offers diagnostic tools like calibration kits and multimeters to help you identify and fix the problem. With Grainger, you can be confident you have everything you need to keep your facility running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know we have completely ad-free early access to all of our episodes? Well, we do. Not only that, but we have dozens of bonus episodes waiting for you. Head on over to patreon.com/ghosttownpod, and you can check it out for 7 days absolutely free. That's patreon.com/ghosttownpod.